Hear the music.
Hello, and welcome to this part of the pond, where it's the bullfrog without the newt. But if he was here, he would say, face reveal out of 10,000 subscribers, and I'll insert joke here. But we don't have him. People, be kind to your cameraman and editor and lighting man. So if anything is rough, it's all my fault. I have no one else to blame.
Because I'm an idiot. Happy?
And maximum effort.
They're worth their weight in gold. And since that disclaimer's out of the way, dang it! March Madness is about to start, and Duke is ranked 5th. They were doing bad. They were having a bad year at the beginning. Okay, March Madness is out of the way too. Whew. Now let's get into it. Captain Hook's henchmen. Will this help him or hurt him? If you're new to the pond, we're here on a quest to find what is Disney's greatest villain. And we have, this is not by opinion or poll, but through a mathematical side and an essay side. And notice something in the mathematical, henchmen. We thought Captain Hook's henchmen was far more unique, that it deserved its own video. And here we are.
8, 5, 4.
Smee. What is it about Smee and Captain Hook's pirates that is far more interesting? Well, look, let's have Thanos explain something interesting.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
You see that thing about balance? That's what henchmen need, balance. They need to be independent and yet dependent. They have to be dependable for their boss and also reliable for their boss. And yet they have to have a level of independence so they can have creative thinking and be one of a kind. So, what does this mean for Captain Hook and the pirates? Well, we have to know more about the pirates, and Smee, what is his position? Well, I can affirm you he is not second in command, because that goes to the first mate. And as we see in this clip,
I didn't want this to go any farther, but the cook told me that the first mate told him that
Smee is not the first mate. Yeah, he's not the first mate. But we understand what Smee is in this clip here.
Und tell the captain we wants to put the sea. See?
And this clip here.
Baby, Smee, please, don't let him get me, Smee, please. Don't let him get me, Smee.
He's kind of like Captain Hook's secretary/security blanket. Something that protects him from the crocodile, and also the voice for the pirates. Whenever they need to fight or to complain, they go to Smee. And Smee, in return, throughout the movie, actually, he's trying to convince Captain Hook to, hey, let's just leave Neverland and pillage and attack and get more money and kill people. You see this happen from Smee trying to save Hook.
he's getting a mite uneasy, Captain. That is what's left of it. Now why don't we put to sea, see? Leave Neverland. Forget Peter Pan. I'll be a lot happier, not to mention a lot else here.
To Smee trying to heal Hook.
That's why we ought to leave, Captain. This ain't no place for a respectable pirate.
And Smee, when Hook is trying to convince Tinkerbell to show him Peter Pan's place.
I'm glad to hear that, Captain. I'll tell the crew and...
We see this theme. Smee is there for the henchmen. But yet, at the same time, Smee is always there for Hook. When it comes to the crocodile. And when it comes to summoning the pirates. Smee is always there. And the pirates, they want to rebel. They want to do this. But Hook does this to them.
I'll give you a slice. Who's next?
Death looms over. Hook's temper and Hook's wrath could lead to the end of your life. He rules over them with fear, and he is quite effective. And he has them all under his control. But as we see through the movie, mainly to the main climax, we see Smee rebel. And when the pirates are defeated by the Lost Boys, they fall in with Smee. And normally I would say grown men losing to children, this would put an asterisk on them. But this is Neverland. Neverland is built by childhood dreams. Neverland is more closer to childhood innocence. So the pirates losing is closer to children's imagination.
Then what's to stop us sitting in our imaginary sofa? Or drinking an imaginary soda? Can you taste it?
That someone small can defeat someone so, well, big. And that leads to the point of what Neverland is. So this is the safety net for the pirates of Captain Hook. They're safe. But they still rebelled. They abandoned ship. Smee abandoned ship. So would this hurt them? But notice the ending. They still end up following Hook. Even in Hook's defeat, they still follow. And where would this put them? Honestly, I don't know. Because as much as I want to give the answer right now, I can't. Because there is a sequel to Peter Pan. And that is Return to Neverland. And I haven't seen that movie, and we need to analyze it. But that movie came out in the 2000s. We're trying to follow a schedule to a point. And that is, we are first taking care of the Disney era. When that's through, we go to the Dark Age. Then to, of course, the Renaissance. Then to the 2000s, all the way up to Tangled. And until we get to that spot, Captain Hook and the pirates are going to be in reserve. So until I see that movie and see how Captain Hook is going to be finished and how the henchmen are going to finish, I'm going to put them unknown. And this is going to be interesting. I love that through this villain formula, we have learned a whole lot more about these movies. I mean, I did not know that there was a hidden plot within Peter Pan. That Smee was trying to convince Captain Hook, hey, why don't we just leave? We see it in the beginning, and yet it's going on to the end. But yet, when they have the chance to really rebel, they still stay with Hook.
It just don't add up!
But it looks like I'm going to. And until that time, this is the Bullfrog alone, signing out. What? Look, I know this is not the 7-Eleven mug. We gotta diversify, and I got a ton of mugs. And this one's big enough to help. And it's also Puerto Vallarta. It's a beautiful place. I'm not advertising for them, but if they would, please call me.
I've got a little surprise for you, Peter Pan.
Yep, that was a good one.